Today I am reminded, of my own days when I started my service career on 2nd of January 1983 in this very campus. That time it was called Railway Staff College, and I qualified from the Civil Services Examination of 1985. In those days, for 1 to 2 lakh students or candidates used to take the exam, and what 800 or 900 people got finally selected. My rank was 158 at that point of time. Joined the Indian Railway Traffic Service, and we were a batch of 60 students. That makes the candidates, obviously, probationary officers who joined. I happened to be first among myself based on the rank which I got. And 2nd January 1983, we were here. This hall was much different. There was no wood paneling, there was no carpet, and there were open windows. As you can imagine, things were much simpler in those days. Just a cemented floor. These doors were the same, and even there were, as I said, no wood paneling in anywhere. Even this floor was cemented. And that is how we began our career. But the interesting thing that happened within a month of our joining is that on the 1st or 2nd of February, suddenly a message came that we were all required to proceed to Assam for conducting the assembly elections there. If, of course, none of you would have been born at that time, I don't think so. What had happened was that the assembly elections were due in February, and there was some problem with the local tribals and all that sort of violence. And the government employees who were supposed to conduct the elections decided to boycott. And therefore the government was faced with a dilemma as to how to conduct the elections. Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister, and she decided to hurdle and the entire probationary officers all over India from different services to Assam to conduct the elections. And we were told on the evening of, let's say, 1st of February, that tomorrow morning you have to catch a train at 8 o'clock from the station, and we were about 150 of us were herded into 2 second-class coaches, because in AC coaches so many people could have been fitted, while a second-class coach has 75 sleeper berths. So 150 of us were herded into, and there was no direct train from Baroda to Assam. So there were different trains that were connected. But you can imagine, with just bumper service, all kinds of fears came into the mind of people. I distinctly remember that when the announcement was made in this very hall that we had to proceed to Assam, some of the officers lost their shirt. They said, "I'm resigning. What will happen to my family? I can die out there. There we have an army man here, so he must be laughing." But that is how the mind of some civilians work. They are terribly scared of violence. They are scared of what will happen to them or their family. So with great difficulty, people were herded into the coach, and there were some people who were crying. People were crying also. That I have not joined the railways to go and conduct the elections required in state Assam. So, but with great difficulty, anyway, we landed after a 75-hour grueling journey. We landed in Gwalpara district at Dhubri station, and there we were put up. There was no place to stay. We were put up in some school for 2-3 days. Then in Gurdwara, And then, the elections when we went was actually what is now subsequently became a tribal infested violence district in that area. At that time, it is the tribals who decided to vote en masse, and so we had 100% voting in the areas we met. So I was like saying that is how I started my career. And subsequently, after 2 years in this very campus, I proceeded and I was allotted Northern Railway. I worked in various places, Delhi, a place called Tundla, Pala, Moradabad, Lucknow, Jaipur. Then I was divisional railway manager in a place called Purla in Odisha. It's near Bhubaneswar. So I was there for 36 years. When I joined the Indian Railways, I had not heard, we are not using the word logistics. Logistics is a word that has come into vogue for the last 20 years or so. But again, since we have army man sitting here, the word logistics has originated from the army. It is, logistics in the army, particularly ordnance side, that's the supply side, which ensures that the the supplies to the army of the battlefront are being cleaned. It's done by the ordnance corps. And that is where the word logistics actually originated. And that is why I would say that logistics and the army are very closely related. Number two, just as the army gives you the chance of displaying your leadership and managerial skills, so does the logistics sector. And anyone who can have leadership skills or who can display good leadership skills and has what is called the ingrained managerial skills in him, he will always do it. What you are learning here is theory about logistics and management. So therefore, that will build the base for you for the subsequent years to come. And anybody who can combine the theory that you are picking up here with your personal leadership and managerial skills, then the sky is the limit for you. But obviously, you have to work hard. Nobody who has not worked hard can reach the top. Let's be very clear. And unless you are the privileged child of Tata, Birla, Adani or Mani, but none of us is. And had you been, you wouldn't have come here. Therefore, those people are minuscule and they belong to a different class. Don't either try to emulate them or don't think you will become them. Yes, some of them started off like us. Dhirubhai Ambani started our cycle. But then, today they are in a different league. Maybe you also can become a Dhirubhai Ambani, but that is entirely left to your vision, your innovation, etc. But we are basically talking about the corporate sector and how you will perform out there. In every class, the class that we have here, the distribution of performance of all the students sitting here will be a bell-shaped normal curve. That is the law of statistics, and nobody can beat it. Let's be very clear. Only thing is, where the position of that bell curve will be determined collectively by all of you. If all of you work hard, it will shift more to the right. If people are lazy, it will remain more to the left. But ultimately, the performance of all of you will be in a bell-shaped curve. About 20% of you will perform exceedingly well. When 30 years from now, all of you we will meet in an alumni session, then you will find that some of you have done extremely well because of the date of hard work that you put in, whether out here or subsequently. So my advice to you as logistics experts is, take the best out of here, learn as much as you can, and your knowledge will then help you in getting a good job, because when you are going for campus placements or for interviews, the people who are testing you have only one way to know what is your performance in the graduation, whether any extracurricular activities you are doing, and thirdly, how you fare in the interview. They really can't know how hardworking you are, but then if you have been hardworking, you are likely to perform very well in your examinations. So that's an indication. But once you have been selected, in the next 5 years, they will determine how you are going to do the rest of your life. Because the first 5 years hard work will take you through in the rest of your career, because that will build your reputation, your performance as a manager of the future. Any person who decides to take Lifeline in the first 5 years, he can be rest assured that he will have to face an average career. Nobody can really help him. So therefore, it is very essential that when you are young, which you all of are, it is easier to put in hard work because you have the drive, motivation, energy, everything in you. And when you become a senior citizen like me, your metabolism automatically slows down. So even if you have the drive in you, you will never have the physical strength to work as hard as a person who is in the early 20s. So therefore, there is no point in trying to build a reputation of hard worker towards the end of your career. Because you will neither have the physical strength, nor maybe the motivation. Let's assume you have motivation. But the physical strength is not going to be there because the metabolism has slowed down. As of now, medical science also has not been able to, reverse the trend of slowing down of metabolism in human beings. Because the day it does so, probably we will start living up to 200 years. But as of now, that has not happened. And we are all normal human beings. So my request, my advice to you is that work hard and use the knowledge that you are gaining here to get a good job which you will. As far as the logistics sector is concerned, I can tell you, it is one of the fastest growing sectors in India. And as the Prime Minister has himself been saying, we are going to become a 5 trillion economy very soon in the next few years, and maybe we will become a 50 trillion economy in another 25-30 years. On the other hand, we want to reduce the logistics cost vis-a-vis the GDP. Currently, are told that the share of logistics in GDP is in the range of 13 to 14%, which is to be brought down to single digits. Somebody may say, will that be a reduction in the share of the logistics sector in the total employable, sector scenario? No. That is because the size of the cake is increasing so fast, from 5 trillion to 20 trillion or 50 trillion, that the number of job opportunities in the logistics sector will increase several manifold, even though the share of the logistics sector will hopefully come down in single digit to 8 or 9%. So therefore, again, and I would like to repeat to you, you are at the right moment, because Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya is the premium and the pioneer in the logistics sector in India, which is one of its own. There is no comparison or no comparable institute or university available in the country as on date. Since I am associated with what is called the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport for the last 35 years, I have the full canvas of institutions who are training or trying to produce logistics experts. But I can tell you there is none which can match Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya. There are private universities and private coaching institutes in Cochin who are trying to award some kind of degrees or certificates. It's not degrees really. Some certificate that is a 6-month program or whatever. But their standard is atrocious and they are charging a very high fee. So only people who can pay so much can attend those programs. But then the kind of students who are coming here through merit, through an entrance exam, that itself defines the quality of students who are coming here. And it is the quality of students who they can build an institution. If you are getting good quality students in a particular institution, the institution's success is guaranteed. So therefore, as I'm quite aware, all of you have come to a competitive All India examination. Filtration is already happened. You have a certain minimum base available with you. So therefore, this is what needs to be marketed when you are going for placement, that the quality of students who are being selected for the programs out here is of a very high level. The academic inputs are again of a high and good order, and therefore these products are bound to do well wherever they go. So, my intention is obviously I would like to, because since I have been interacting with erstwhile NRTI and now with GSV for the last 3 years. In fact, the first batch which passed out in 2021, if I'm right, I can claim credit, and I was instrumental in getting at least 50% of the batch placed. So, many of you have done well there, and my request to you is that don't run after money right now. In the logistics sector, initially, the salaries are not likely to be very high. But within 5 years, because once the logistics sector recognizes your worth, then suddenly, whatever your pay package is, it is bound to increase manifold. So if you are targeting high salary packages at the initial stage, then you are likely to be disappointed. Because do not compare yourself with what the media reports that so and so girl in IIM or IIT has been offered a package of so many crores. Firstly, they are isolated. Number two, that's a different set. And as I said, the logistics sector does not offer such high salaries at the initial stage. On the other hand, logistics sector is offering huge salaries to people with 10 to 15 years of service, which may run into crores. And I am aware of it. I know so many of them. So, for example, I was telling the Vice Chancellor sir, that Lifeline India Private Limited, because the company I am working for is an associate of us, there I find, and so therefore I happen to interact with a large number of executives and managers in Maersk India. And I am finding that every top they can have is the minimum salary anybody is getting there is 30 to 40 lakhs package. So, And when I find what is your qualification, they are all single graduates who have some of them in a third divisional also. But out here, they have done well, they have proved their worth, and the sector is recognizing their worth and paying them accordingly. So, therefore, what I'm trying to say is that it is after about 5 years, once you prove your worth, that you will get the kind of salary you're looking for. Initially, you have to prove your worth. So that is what will happen in the first 5 years. So again, my request to you is that when you are looking for a job, look at the content that is being offered, how much of logistics is there, how the company is doing, what kind of, you can have a look, go to their website and all. Don't be guided only by the money that's being offered. Money is not likely to be very high. But once you have gained experience in a good logistics company, people will be chasing you and offering you, new jobs or better packages. So that is the way I would suggest you should go about it. And if you are looking for a successful logistics career, besides that, I don't know, in case you want to ask some questions, I do have a presentation, but I think I leave it here other than, because there are other speakers who should be given a chance. So I will not go through this presentation at all unless my chancellors are desires of thing otherwise. So I thought it is better that I talk to you on this issue of the job creation, your job opportunities, because that is what I think would be uppermost in the minds of many of the students. So I thought this was a good chance, and since this kind of place is I have to brought to as now I must have, as I said, wait initial 2 years after that, I must have come here 20, 30 times, and जिसको हिंदी में बोलते हैं मैं यहाँ का चक्का चक्का जानता हूँ So I'm glad that you people are here. You have got a ready built-up campus to, otherwise always new institutes have to struggle for infrastructure. You are fortunate that you have got ready-made built infrastructure, good auditorium. Everything is there for you. So make the best of it, make good use of it, and do well. And then, I would say sky is the limit for all of you. So, I guarantee you that when you will have your alumni meets 10 years, 20 years, 30 years after passing out from here, you will remember, and some of you will remember what I've done.